You're not going to enjoy this reading because they're keeping tabs on you. Okay, they're seeing what you're up to, but they're basically trying to keep tabs on you because you are walking away. You're moving on. You're basically doing things that make you feel better, right? I feel like when the connection ended, you were more in this mindset of what's wrong with me. But now that you guys ended things, now you realize what's wrong with you. Because when I was in the connection, I was giving you more and you were giving me less. Don't let them back in. One, it's going to hurt them. Second, it's going to prevent your humongous growth. Let's dive in. Okay, this reading is going to bring you a little bit of Delulu. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. But with the Eight of Swords, with the Four of Wands, and with the Three of Pentacles, your specific person is really heavy on the factor that they made a mistake letting you go. The thing about it is that your person that you were dealing with likes to put themselves as being the victim, right? So when you guys first ended things, they basically blamed everything on you, or they thought to themselves, no, there's really nothing wrong with me. The thing about it is that I also feel like they have a lot of family problems, family homes. I don't know why I feel like their mom and dad are not together. And if they are, I feel like they just have a lot of family problems to deal with, right? Our main zodiac sign here is Taurus, Gemini, Aries, and Capricorn. Okay? The thing about it is that, to me, it feels that since you broke away from them, or you basically ended things, you realize that they were truly never putting you first, right? Or they would put other situations over you. But with the Three of Pentacles, they saw you as somebody that has the ability to bring them a lot of balance into the reality, or somebody que honestamente sí les da balance, right? Meaning you guys have the ability to create balance. The thing about it is that an underlying energy, being the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you're no longer going to add into this relationship because they never truly added structure to you. And I feel like right now that you guys are in separation, you feel that way. You feel like you would rather add more strength and more buildup onto you than to someone else that cannot do the same thing for you. And that's why it feels here like from them, like a missed opportunity. I don't know, I'm also feeling like they have a lot of problems with other people. Okay? They have a lot of problems with other people, or they have problems with the people around them, but magically, they're never the problem, right? And I feel like that's one thing that happened between you and them, that when it came down to the end of your relationship, they basically couldn't accept that somebody like you walked away from them. Why? Because it's basically always them walking away from other people. The thing about it is that with the Hermit right here, I feel like you're completely staying quiet. You're not having communication with them. You basically left them out in the cold. So you're basically not wanting to do anything with them. I don't know why I feel like you went private. I don't know why I feel like you ended up blocking them, right? It's like they're giving major earth energy, right? The thing about it is that once you guys broke up, when you guys actually did end up breaking up, I feel like you were in your mind a lot about what's wrong with me. I feel like you could have blamed yourself for the way things ended, or in your mind you were all like, what is wrong with me? Why am I feeling this way? Why in the world did they break up with me? I feel like you blamed yourself a lot. Okay, but to a certain extent, I feel like now you realize that they were actually the ones with the major problems, or basically with the major issue. The thing about it is that with the Page of Swords right here, they're keeping an eye on you. Okay, and that is being shown because the Page of Swords talks all about curiosity, right? And they're basically keeping an eye on you because you made this border, you made this wall. You're acting like you don't give a flying F about them, right? So you're more in this energy of worried about you, focus on you, and walking away from the relationship. So the fact that you're walking away, the fact that you are moving on, and I feel like they're kind of staying stuck on you, bothers them because you're walking away. Bothers them because you are in a mental space of mental peace, right? And they can't grasp the fact that you have more mental peace than them, or you're finding more success without them in your reality. Well, of course, you're going to find more success without them in your reality, because with the Hermit, you'll rather heal what basically has broken you instead of just shoving a band-aid on top. Okay? With the Page of Cups and with the Page of Swords, I want you to acknowledge that there's a humongous... Give me just a bit. I'm going to pick up the card. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't want to say reconciliation because I didn't want to say that with the Page of Cups because it's really not the major basis. But now that the Six of Cups has fallen, I feel like things between you and your specific person are quite not over. And they're quite not over because they see that you are building more than them. They see that you're doing better off without them. So I want you to be very, 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 very careful. And I want you to be very careful because with the Page of Cups and with the Page of Swords, they're keeping tabs on you. Okay? And they're keeping these tabs on you because they can't comprehend how you're able to walk away from them a lot faster than specifically them towards you. But the thing about it is that you're more focused on your healing and they're not healing at all. Okay? With the Six of Cups, I feel like when you guys first broke up, you had thoughts of maybe getting back together with them. But I feel like now you recognize that holding on to these emotions are something you truly do not want to do. Okay? And with the Six of Swords, keep staying on your pedestal. Keep that wall up because honestly, what I see happening right here with the Queen of Cups and with the Empress in reverse, if the chance happens of them walking back in, you're going to be put in this mental spot of sacrificing more for them than you. And I feel like when you guys were in this first time dynamic, you did sacrifice yourself a little more than they sacrificed for you.